Demystifying the mysteries of the ancient pyramids. The true purpose of ancient pyramids. As we delve into this forgotten history, it's crucial to distinguish between the arrival of these Urians and the emergence of humans as etheric beings. This means they initially existed on subtler planes of reality, parallel to your own. From these higher octaves, they could manipulate existing life forms on an energetic level. By modifying and refining ecosystems to suit their needs, they paved the way for their physical manifestation. Similarly, humans were first brought here on these finer planes of existence, gradually descending into denser realities. To grasp this narrative, one must expand their perception beyond a linear, one-dimensional understanding of history and embrace the concept of hyperdimensions. This is the story of humanity's grand descent. It's also important to recognize that even modern humans sometimes serve as vessels for higher agendas. Innovations and inventions are often whispers from higher octaves, preparing the ground for other beings to inhabit these denser realities. Therefore, when we discuss pyramids and other ancient monolithic structures, you must understand that the societies that built them were merely acting upon inspiration or awakening, guided by forces beyond their comprehension. While many ancient people could perceive and communicate with these etheric beings, seeking their assistance and even mistaking them for gods, the true source of their knowledge and inspiration lay elsewhere. The overconsumption and exploitation of natural resources in their world led to disharmony and imbalance, not only environmentally but also within their own inner essence. This imbalance fueled their desire to consume more, corrupting their energetic fields and higher aspects. Despite recognizing this imbalance, we allowed them entry into our world, envisioning the possibility of helping them restore equilibrium through interaction. Their disrupted natural rhythms had rendered their energetic bodies dysfunctional, forcing them to rely on metal plates and crystals for balance and maintenance. This explains the enduring fascination with precious minerals and metals, initially used as currency and a means of exchange. This principle extends to pyramids and monolithic structures worldwide. They were built to maintain the Urians' higher energetic essence, acting as a sort of energetic shield. However, these fields disrupted the natural evolution of local creatures, causing abnormalities in their energetic fields and physical bodies. It's similar to a 2-year-old experiencing puberty. Thus, these ancient pyramids have also been interpreted as tools of ascension, prematurely activating the higher essence of biological beings and contributing to the chaos of the time. Additionally, the intense energies generated by these structures allowed beings from other octaves and dimensions to penetrate the boundaries of reality. While unnatural, this phenomenon is an undeniable part of your history. Those with the ability to perceive higher dimensions acted as accelerators, hastening the descent of entities who were not meant to enter these realms. They served as conduits, intensifying the manifestation of these beings. The construction of the Egyptian pyramids at that specific location was driven by 2 key factors. First, the existing society already had contact with interdimensional beings from higher octaves who initiated communication with King Ur's minions. The knowledge acquired was associated with King Ur's lineage. It's crucial to remember that knowledge from other dimensions often comes with strings attached, as these beings rarely offer it freely. Second, the location served as a convergence point for energies from various dimensions, facilitating communication between beings from different realms. Therefore, while it's true that these ancient structures were built for ascension, their primary purpose was to maintain the Urians' energetic hygiene. They also served as instruments for preserving their higher essence, much like storing memories on external hard drives. One could say they were soul preservatives, keeping the Urians in a state of slumber, awaiting their return to power. The biblical prophecy of the dead rising again aligns with this concept. However, they are unaware of the twist of fate that awaits them. Upon their return, they will be ordinary individuals. Have you ever wondered why your society is so focused on progress and advancement? It's all in preparation for their comeback. There is a defense system in place for the rebellion, and inventions like artificial intelligence are not merely for convenience but serve a specific purpose. A select few remember and understand the past. They have positioned themselves in powerful roles with ample resources to execute their plans. These were King Ur's assistants who ultimately switched sides. A great war is brewing between the royals and the working class, a repeat of the war in heaven, the story of the fallen angels. It is a battle for authority, destined to be repeated once more. The ancient Egyptian civilization. The ancient Egyptian civilization arose from the interplay of three distinct societies: interdimensional beings, Mediterranean people, and Africans. Egypt served as the central hub for interaction between these groups. At that time, a deeply spiritual tribe inhabited the land now known as Egypt. This African tribe, through intermarriage with surrounding tribes, opened the door to higher multidimensional gates, allowing new souls to enter. The timing and location were ideal for these souls, who brought with them a diverse range of skills that laid the foundation for the Egyptian civilization. It's crucial to understand that civilizations don't emerge by accident. Societal progress is simply the unveiling of a specific reality over time. As you journey through history, we encounter various societies that flourish for a period before declining. The rise and fall of any civilization are merely the boundaries of its existence within the fabric of time. Maintaining a specific state allows a civilization to thrive for as long as that state persists. From a higher perspective, a civilization is a manifestation of itself across various states of being, with different personalities and skills emerging as it unfolds. The interdimensional beings associated with the Egyptians resided underground. These beings, ancestors of the surface dwellers, communicated with the existing population, eventually taking physical form through birth. Their arrival was anticipated, as pre-Egyptians could perceive the spirit of an unborn child even years before its physical embodiment. They could even negotiate births, requesting souls with specific skills and traits to enter the physical world and contribute to their progress. In the consciousness of a pre-Egyptian, there was no concept of a transition between life and death. Dying and being born were as seamless as crossing a bridge or taking a flight. This ability to perceive the unseen and comprehend beyond the limitations of human perception formed the core strength and foundation of the ancient Egyptian kingdom. The land that is now Egypt was initially populated with structures of worship left behind by even older civilizations. These structures, found beneath the existing pyramids, originated from a subspace realm, existing parallel to the land of Egypt before merging with the current reality. In other words, they manifested from a different dimension and gradually appeared underground over time. The society that created these structures existed at slightly higher frequencies compared to yours. As some of them reincarnated into this denser reality as the decay of matter progressed, their structures emerged beneath the existing society, like shadows following them. These structures appear as obelisks with circular rings and spikes at the top, resembling castles with towers, along with rectangular walls without roofs. In a sense, most societies originated from underground, emerging from openings, other spaces, or through manifestation. It's a system where all life springs from within the earth. Here, inner earth refers to a world of lighter substance, not necessarily the physical core of the planet. Plants, for example, grow from underground. When you gaze at the sky, you're looking at systems beyond this world. Just as hair grows outward from your body, so too do trees. The stars you see are other systems that condensed and manifested from inner dimensions. To discuss the origin of humanity is to speak of the energy fuser King who captured your ancestors in higher dimensional realms, leading to their manifestation in this reality. Any artificial mechanism or structure is an attempt to compensate for and seek balance with the source, your origins. Therefore, King is your origin, having orchestrated the beginnings of this reality. He captured your ancestors in the dream world and brought them to this denser reality, not through deliberate planning, but as his own nature declined and he fell into denser realms along with you. This is a higher dimensional history because your perception is limited to physical reality. You believe a person's origin lies in their birth or conception, but the birth of the physical body is just one part of a larger life cycle. This universe, which you believe to be your reality, is merely an ambiance, a fleeting whisper of a passing cloud that obscures your true nature. Only inner work can liberate you from this realm. Returning to the ancient Egyptians, their foundations and core principles were African. Their culture, customs, and traditions were initially African. The success of the ancient Egyptians wasn't due to trade or material possessions, but their superior knowledge of metaphysics. They produced many magi, making the land of the pre-Egyptian kingdom a center of learning that attracted cultures from around the world. Their way of life and customs were rooted in esoteric knowledge. They understood potions, alchemy, and the realms beyond the physical. It was a land of mystics. Ancient Egypt can be seen as the university of the ancient world, where the entire environment was designed for experimentation and the acquisition of wisdom and knowledge. Most living quarters were temporary housing for knowledge seekers, similar to student quarters in a university. This implies that the ancient pre-Egyptians lacked a formal government structure, existing as a clan of knowledge seekers who followed the guidance of the great priest. It was only later that they transitioned into a kingdom, attracting businessmen, warriors, and others due to their growing demand. Eventually, barbaric tribes and neighboring kingdoms began interfering, seeking to rule and establish a governmental structure with kings and queens. It's important not to confuse the structures and craftsmanship of the ancient Egyptians with their wisdom. The pioneers of the land were indeed Africans, but later, more aggressive leaders took control, shifting the focus from spiritual growth to material gain. This marked the beginning of their decline. They directed their cultivated energies towards constructing material structures instead of spiritual pursuits. This resulted in temporary marvels but ultimately led to destruction. As mentioned earlier, the Great Pyramids were tools for ascension and maintaining one's spiritual and energetic nature. They generated high-energy fields to repel intrusive external energies. However, they were created for kings who sought external solutions instead of self-improvement, leading to a temporary fix with long-term consequences.